Hello, YouTube land. Welcome to another edition of Jeff's Toy Reviews. I am Jeff, and today I am reviewing Transformers Masterpiece MP-33 Cybertron Search and Rescue Inferno. And this is a official licensed FUSOT 951. And here is the box. It's your typical Masterpiece box, black with a nice little bit of a finish. It kind of gets, a little shiny. Product shot on the front, and of course him in robot mode, fire engine mode. Here he is on the side, fire engine mode, and there he is spraying his hose or his water from his arm. Takara Masterpiece on the top of the box, on the bottom, bunch of warnings, and on the back we have a bunch of product shots. Here he is in his fire engine mode, giving his measurements and everything. There he is with Masterpiece Prime and Red Alert. And we have him in a couple different modes for his fire engine mode. And this is just showing you how posable he is. He has a pistol. He does have the spray. He also has a communication device, hose. He does have a pretty cool gimmick for Red Alert or any other of the Lambors that you want to put in his arms. And then this is how clean the back clears up. You do have the toy, two alternate versions with the toy model as the head, and then you have the animated G1 cartoon model with two different faces as well. It does come with a sticker sheet, and he has a bunch of accessories, which I'll go over when he's in robot mode. And I will show you the water spout here in a minute when I get to the figure. So that is enough for the box, and there he is. I am going to adjust the camera, bring this down a little bit and bring us a little closer. So here he is in his fire engine mode. I did put the stickers on him for the fire department. He is a rig or a fire truck, and he slides back and forth, rolls really well. His ladder does go up and down. So cool. He does have these stabilizers that come out, and they just pull out and on both sides. And this is to allow, like, for when trucks are, this is allowed stability for the truck while it's in emergency service. Here is the water spout piece. And this plugs into right here. You see a nozzle. Oop. One of the issues I have with this figure. And you just take that. It's a peg, and then you have a port, and then you just plug that on there, and he looks like he is spraying his hose, putting out a fire, and there you go. Kind of cool. It's a nice little gimmick. This does attach to his nozzle hand when it's out and available. So first, before I get into the rest of the figure, I just want to show you that. Just remember, he does have directions, and really big folding sheet of directions, and has all the little product things that he can do, communication devices and all that stuff, which I'll show in robot mode. Big sheet of directions and what you can do with different things, and yeah, so there you go. He also comes with the now standard cards, where they have a nice piece of cartoon or nicely drawn artwork for him in truck mode and robot mode. And there are his stats, but I can't read that, and I can't read this either. So nice card, whatever. So he does come with an extra set of stickers, he comes with two fire department stickers, 1 and 2. He also comes with the white lined Autobot symbol, and then the red with the white, so it's kind of like a reverse. So if you want to change that or add those to different parts of the vehicle, you can. I'm just going to keep these separate. I already put the fire department on there, so that's good enough for me. Go ahead and push these back in. So here is a close-up of the truck. And, it's not a bad fire truck at all. It reminds me a lot of the G1 toy. I had the G1 toy, was really a big fan of it, but it dropped and the arm broke off. And then my mom saw a broken figure, and I think it was her, and just threw it away. It's just gone now. So too bad. But so his car mode is not bad size, or his truck mode. Here he is with Lambor, or actually this is clamp down. I'm only going to do the car comparison because I am going to show him in robot mode with a few other figures, and I just didn't want to transform them back and forth and back and forth. So I figure you all get most of you have Lambor if you're watching or have seen enough reviews of Lambor or this mold to know that, you know, his size. And there he is. I'm going to bring this camera. Just bring this camera just a little. Got to get the right frame here. I'm going to bring it down, and then, oop, kind of slid down there a little far. Sorry about that. And then we're going to lock that into place again for now. And here he is. Well, it doesn't completely fit on the screen, maybe like barely. But you can tell he's a big truck, and, you know, a lot. They're not completely in scale, but, you know, Transformers were never in scale to begin with. You wouldn't have a truck the size, I mean, a big rig the size of a tank, or, you know, jets the size of cars. It just wouldn't happen that way. But, you know, the scale I think is fine. I mean, I'm not going to have them in car mode anyway, you know, or in their alt modes that much. I display all my figures in the robot modes. Occasionally, I may transform somebody and be like too lazy to trade it back and leave it like that for a while, but not recently. So there he is with clamp down, and I guess we're going to get transform in here. So first of all, you take this piece here and you will lift. There's a little panel here, just lifts right up. Flip this piece. You're going to flip and then collapse onto itself, and then what the heck? Oh, maybe not. Sorry. It's just another way you can position it. So that's inside. It clamps right in. You can slide this piece in and this piece all the way in like so. Bring this up. Collapse here. And that just goes like that. And that is going to come out. And you're going to see this piece, this little thing fold out. So let me adjust the, sorry, I keep nicking the camera here. I'm going to adjust this so I can show you some of it. So this, you know, just folds up really nicely, and just, which is really cool. And I love it because he doesn't have the ladder hanging off his back like he did when he was G1, and it tucks away really nice. And I like that feature. I think it's pretty cool. So you're going to bring this panel down, or this piece here. You see his fist right away. There's a tab there, and I'll show you another tab here in a minute. You're gonna bring that down like so as well, and then we're going to untab the arms. Hold on, mine's not. So kind of loosen this whole thing up a little bit, and then those are in there. You're going to, I don't want to do that yet. Sorry. I am still thinking of what I'm supposed to do here. A little under the weather, apologize. So that's what I was supposed to do. You untab the legs. There are these slots right, or these tabs right here, these long tabs, and they tuck right into here, so it holds everything in place. So you're going to kind of just bring that down. You're going to fold these in. This panel here, you can fold right in right now, so you don't have to worry about it later. Just fold that in on that side too. And then you can, I just go ahead and do this. Well, let's bring these wheels back, and then we're going to fold them out of the way like so. And then fold like that. And then we're going to bring the legs down. This whole thing just comes down like so. Excuse me. Like so. And then we're going to push think that's it actually. And then we're going to take this piece here, the top of the rig, and on this side here, and we're going to just, we're going to push down a little bit so you can get your fingernail into this tab. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard to get. And then you're just going to come up and swivel out the head. And then when you get this far, bring this up, and on the other side, bring the fin up on this side, and you can just, till it clicks in place. It clicks in place on this side because you have the nozzle attached to it. Not so much on this side, there's nothing blocking that. So you can just come up and then just flip these out. I flip them out now because, why wait? It really doesn't get in the way of the rest of the transformation. And then you're just going to turn his head around, and now it is facing front. This is the head sculpt that it comes with, which is pretty nice. Now you're going to, you can still leave these attached. You're just going to rotate, and this piece is bent down like so, and you're going to do the same. And then I'll just do one side at a time. Come over here, bring this up, and then you're going to, there's a peg here that swivels, and then you're just going to come up. You want to swivel, and you're going to see a tab here, and then there's a tiny slot right there. So you're going to come in, and you're just going to kind of line everything up, and then boom, and then you can kind of collapse the arm like so. And that's just fine. Keeps it still out of the way. Not going to get anything. And now go to the other side, and you're going to do the same thing. We're going to bring that around, and then you're going to untab from here. See that tab right there? That just tabs into the top of the arm. And then you're going to move. You're going to rotate until this tab lines up with this slot, and then bring in like, I lost it. There it is, like so. I'm going to show you what to do with these wheels in a minute. So, come up like so. Now you're going to bring this piece up, and you're going to bring the legs down. Okay. Bring this piece back down like so, and then you're going to, there's a little accordion hinge in here. You're going to bring it up, and then you're going to push back, slide that just into place, and then you're going to, there's a slot on this wheel here, and then there's a tab here. You're just going to, you can tab those in, you can tab those in now. Helps keep the cabin in place, and it tucks the wheels in pretty nice. So that's one, and then you're going to come up with the other. Like so. Now you're going to take this whole piece, and you're going to drop this piece down, come up, and this whole compartment just slides in like so. Then the head, there's a slot here and a tab there, and this is going to keep the head in place. It's going to lock it into place. Now it doesn't stay locked really good, but it's okay. It's not going to be an issue or anything. And then you come up with this piece, and then you just fold it in like so, and then his back is all cleaned up and everything's nice and tight. You know, looks good. So now let's work on the legs. So we're going to come back to the side here. We're going to take this piece here and flap it to his back, and then we're going to flap it to his back. All I can say is I'm glad he doesn't have wheel butt like Ironhide and unfortunately Ratchet has, but you know. So you're going to take this piece, and you're going to bring the feet up like so, and the feet have some die cast to them, which is nice. So we're going to bring the feet like so. You're going to take this piece, bring it up, and then this little tab right here, collapse that, and you're going to do the same on this side and collapse that. Now this piece is pretty cool. I thought this was really good engineering. You pull this out, and then you just bring it down, and then slide it back in. Same thing on this side. Oop. You can grab it by that. It doesn't hurt anything. And then just push it back in. Now, bring the... Oop, let me bring the camera up here so you guys can see what's going on. Now that he's done, I'm going to raise the camera too. Excuse me just a minute, or just a second. And there is Inferno. Now, excuse me. I'll go to what I have issues with at the end. So he looks like Inferno. This does move up and down if you want to position it. To replace the face, you just pull the helmet off, like so. And then you just take his face, which is on, the neck is on a ball joint, which is nice. Or the little peg there. And he has another face that goes with that helmet in particular. And then he has two other faces that go with the cartoon helmet. I'm going to show you, I'll show you his happy face, because, you know, Inferno I thought was always a happy guy. And then here is his cartoon helmet. And let's get that straightened up. And ta-da, he looks like Inferno from the cartoon. And, you know, it's not a bad face sculpt. I just like the helmet on the other one. I prefer this helmet myself, so he's going to be displayed like that. And then, you know, he does have the, for the Toon face, he does have the kind of a serious, you know, face on him. And then for the other face, he has this yelling face, or kind of like no face, which will fit with one of the accessories later. He does on his right arm. If you look at the back, you see this silver peg here. And that silver peg is not a peg. It's actually his nozzle. And you're going to bring down, excuse me, on this side, you're going to bring this down. You have to, oh, dang it, okay. So in order to bring out the nozzle, you have to bend the arm so the nozzle is exposed. And then you will unfold this a little far back. Actually, you can fold it all, I think that's about as far as it goes, if I remember right. Yeah, it's as far as it goes. You're going to swing the hand. Actually, sorry, wrong way. You're going to bring the nozzle out, and then you're going to how do I do that? Oh, sorry, I just did this a few minutes ago, and I'm trying, there, you can do it that way. That's the best way to do it. And then you bring the nozzle up. You have to meet it halfway, and then you close that up, and ta-da, he has his nozzle hand. Now, this is the only arm that can do the nozzle. He does have, you know, you can tuck his arm into here, but there's really, I think you can, actually you can't. I forgot there's a peg there blocking it. If you can, mine really is tight and I don't want to force it, so I'm not going to force it. Oh, there is one part of the transformation I forgot. You can bring these forward just a little bit to kind of fill in the legs, and then there's this piece here you bring down here to fill out the sides, both sides there. So that gives him a nice, you know, it fills out the chest cavity a little bit, and that just fills out his legs a little bit more. So bring these back so it'll look a little better, in my opinion. Now for accessories, he does come with a pistol or rifle, depending on what you want to call it. I think it looks like a pistol to me. And tabs right in like all Masterpiece guns. There's a slot in here. I did this wrong. You can't have the hand open too much, because then you won't be able to close it when you put the gun in. So, you know, he can hold his gun, and he does have, I'll go over that in a minute. There is another thing. He has these communication, items, and oh, they tuck in on this side actually. They tuck in here, and that's these pieces here. They're supposed to be communication devices, and they tuck in like, you can just put them in here for storage, which is nice because it actually helps. I'm going to have to look at the instructions because there is a way to attach those, and I haven't attached them yet. And oh, I see now. You can just pull one out like so, close this up, and then you choose which arm you want to have it, and then you can just rotate, and then you plug this in like so into this, in these slots here, and then he could be, he can talk into his communication device like so. It does come with 2 of them, so you can use them for both hands, because there are those slots on both hands. And then you can store them in here, which is nice because if you don't want to have a bunch of pieces all over the place, at least you could store these. You won't have to lose those. Those tab in really secure there. Close that up. Now, let's see here. I'm going to bring in, now he does come with a couple of other accessories that you may have heard of. He comes with an animated grill. This is from the animated series, of course, the G1 cartoon, and he also comes with an animated white nozzle. Both nozzles can support the hose or the water, and then, he can be spraying water at people. And let's see here. You just take the grill here, the very front, you just come on here. You'll see a groove here on the bottom, on the side here. And that should just come right out. Mine is really tabbed in. Even when I was doing this earlier, it was really hard for me to get this out. Which is good, because at least the tabs are secure, but don't want to break anything either trying to remove it. Oh, there we go. Finally. Oh, so that just comes right off like so. It has these 2 big tabs here, and then it has 2 small tabs here, and then you could just tab that in like so if you want to. I'm not going to put it fully on there because I'm going to bring the other one in. Now there is another gimmick that they do, and this is from the G1 cartoon. He has a cradle attached to his animated grill, and then you're just going to put this piece back in. Come on. We're going to put the grill in. There we go. And then I'm going to take the nozzle off here, only because I really don't want to tuck in the other. I don't want to tuck it in right now, so I'm going to bring this partially down and flip the fist around like so. I'm going to ditch the gun. And the more I'm fiddling with this guy, I will tell you, my complaints are very, very, I think they're nitpicky, personally. But, put his hands up like so. And I'll tell you why I think they're nitpicky, and like so. Okay, so ta-da. Then you're going to take Red Alert or any of your Lambor figs, and they fit perfectly in this cradle. Oop, got to line him up. So kind of line him up there. And then his arm is tucked back here against his side. And then you can go no. pose him just a little bit because I got to distribute the weight a little bit better. And there. He is holding red alert. Bring the camera up so you can take a better look. So there he is with red alert, holding him, going, no, he's my friend. But he's laughing right now because I have the wrong face on him. But, sorry. So that's what that gimmick is for, that chess piece. It's not a bad gimmick. It's really cool if you want to reenact some good shots from the G1 cartoon. It's not bad at all. Straighten him back up. So I think it's an interesting gimmick to include, especially for the G1 fans out there, the original cartoon fans that want to, you know, kind of redo that. See, this is one of those, these pieces, and it's a good thing that they're tight, but man, they're tight. So, aha, back off. And I'm going to put his original grill back on because I like the chrome. And that's just me. Not necessarily G1 cartoon, considered G1 cartoon, but I think he looks better with the chrome. Now, I'm going to go over articulation. I'm sorry this video is kind of long, but, you know, I'm trying to really cover everything with all the items that he came with. So, let's go here and let's go do this real quick for articulation. Bring the camera back out just a little bit. Articulation, his head does move back and forth. His head can look up and look down a little bit. If you untab the back, he can really look around if you want him to. His arms can go in a 360. He does have a bicep swivel. He does have an elbow bend, and it goes above 90 degrees. And I will tell you one thing right now, my figure is really tight. And it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's good because I know that, hey, it's not going to get loose anytime soon. Really cool. I could transform it a few times, have some fun with him. But it worries me sometimes. I'm like, I don't want to break anything. He does have a waist swivel. He does, he can do the splits almost. He does have really good ratchets in his hips. And he does have the thigh swivel. He also has the bend over 90 degrees. Good ratchets there too. He does have an ankle tilt. So you can really get nice poses. And he does, of course, due to transformation, you can mess with the foot a little bit and you can even bring it up. So you can really put this guy in a lot of poses. His articulation, I will say, is really, really awesome. And I'm going to tell you what I think at the end. I mean, I'm really singing this guy's praises, and for a lot of reasons. He's not a bad figure at all, but for me, he's just okay considering what we're going to show you here in a minute. So here he is with my Masterpiece Prowl that does have repro labels on him. So, you know, good size, I think. It's a very nice size. Here he is with Masterpiece Ratchet. They're very comparable in size. Reminds me of the G1 cartoons. I wanted to have a couple of the rescue bots together. And then here he is with Masterpiece MP-10. This is the Hasbro Masterpiece. And, you know, Prime, of course, should be standing taller above the rest. And he does. I do have some repro labels on my Prime. So, my thoughts on this guy. I like the accessories. I like the things that you can do with him. I love the poses you can put this guy in. I think they're fantastic. If they had done just one thing for me, I probably would have been a lot happier. But you know, this is my nitpick come in, and I am sorry. I'm sure some people might comment saying I'm nitpicking, and you're right. I am extremely nitpicky. I just wish he had more detail. Like, he's very plain Jane. He is very much like the like I would see in a cartoon. Not a lot of detail. I mean, if you look at Prime in the background, a lot of detail. You look at Red Alert, good details. You got a lot of, you know, just nice detail in the figure himself. But for some reason, it's just been recently. It started with Ironhide. I believe it's Ironhide started it. Then Ratchet followed. Even Hot Rod. They're going. Takara Tomi's going for this nice G1 cartoon feel. but for me, it doesn't match the rest of the Masterpiece bots we already have. And it's kind of weird that they're keeping them very plain Jane. And, I want repro labels for this guy. I like to see him done up a little bit to give me more of that G1 classic feel I had with him when I had him as a kid. And, it's just my opinion. My opinions are my own. And, I'm not trying to down anything. But I've seen reviews of Make Toys Backdraft, and I think it was Bad Cube did a version of him too, and they were really good. I think it was Hellfire. They looked really amazing. They had great detail in their arms, their legs, their chest, their head. This guy's very plain for me, and I think that's my disappointment. That's why I say, well, he's just okay. If you saw my Instagram post earlier, I say he's just okay. Actuality, he's really a great figure. If you're in a Masterpiece, if you're into the G1 look, he's a fantastic looking figure. And the poses you can put him in are great. But I think I wanted a little bit more. So when I took him out of the box and I was looking at him, I was like, man, he's really plain. And I was a little bummed out. And it's just me. That's just my opinion, whatever it's worth. And, that's how I feel. Do I feel people should buy this figure? That, of course, is up to you. If you like the G1 cartoon look and you're liking what they're doing right now, do it. If you like you want to see more of the G1 toy look where they had all the extra details and stuff, Repro Labels may be coming out with something, but there are other options. You do have Bad Cube and you do have Make Toys, and I think a couple other companies. There might be another company coming out with one. Who knows? They have so much stuff coming out now. Do I think it's worth the money I spent? Yeah, I do. Overall, I do. I paid the retail price for him from one of the online companies, and I like him, but I just wish there was more detail in him. So that's just me. If you're a Masterpiece completionist, of course you're going to get this figure, whether I tell you so or not. If you're on the fence, really look at the other ones that are out there and see which one suits your taste. If you already have this guy coming to you and you're ordering everything, you're gonna have fun with him. You really will. I mean, you can pose this guy in all kinds of different poses, and he looks good in the Masterpiece shelf with all the other Masterpiece figures. But I just had my little nitpick. Like I said, it was a nitpick. It's not really a big deal. It's just me being nitpicky, and I'm not always nitpicky. Maybe it's because I'm sick right now and I'm having issues. I don't know. But that being said, this has been a review for, Inferno from Takara Tomy, Masterpiece figure number MP-33. And I like him. I do. But I wish there was just a little bit more detail. And that's me being nitpicky. So please like this video. If you please feel free to share this video with your friends. And one more thing I would like to say, and this is just a little update. I'm over 400 subscribers now. I'm at 409. I want to say thank you so much to all my subscribers, all the people who have been communicating with me, talking with me. People have been entering my drawings. Some person asked, I can't remember their name, sorry. They asked if I was going to do another drawing. I will be. At 500, I have something big planned. At 1,000, I'm going to be giving away a third-party transformer that I know people are going to be looking into. So, I have big plans, and for every 100 that I get now at 500, 600, 7, all the way up to hopefully I'll reach 1,000, which would be awesome. I will be doing a big giveaway at the 1,000 mark because, as a thank you to all of you. I probably will have 3 winners on that one. I've been thinking about it and really contemplating what I'm going to be giving away. But right now, I just want to say thank you, everybody, for your support. Thank you for watching this video. If you do have any questions or if you want to talk or have, anything, please feel free to leave a comment below. I try to respond to everybody's comment. I try to like everybody's comment. Sometimes it gets a little hard, but, And you can also follow me on Instagram, and that's at Jeff's Toy Reviews. And that's my Instagram name. And I am sorry. There is one other piece I forgot. There is a sequence in the G1 cartoon where his hose goes crazy and tries to attack him. And look, they gave it teeth, and it tries to eat him and everything. And you can clamp it to his, to this, and you wrap it around him. That's what they show on the back of the box. I'm probably not going to use this. It's a neat little gimmick. I mean, I do like the little G1 throwbacks that they're throwing in the box, but there you go. I do apologize for this video being so long. Thank you so much again for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, he's good. I just wish there's more detail. That's on me. Everyone, please have a great night. Have a great weekend. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.